Good evening, Internet. My name is Michael, and I'm here to review some stuff for you. Tonight we're going to take a look at a kids' horror comedy from the 1980s, Monster Squad. Now, if you've never seen this movie before, let me read the back so you can get a general idea. You know whom to call when you have ghosts, but who do you call when you have monsters? The Monster Squads, a group of young kids devoted to protecting their suburban neighborhood from monsters and ghouls. Count Dracula escapes Van Helsing and adjourns to modern-day Earth, accompanied by Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and the Black Creature's Gillman. The ghouls are in search of a powerful amulet that will grant them power to rule the world. Standing in their way is the Monster Squad. So yeah, that's not too bad of a plot synopsis, actually. Basically, it takes place in present day, basically 1987, and there's this magic amulet that Van Helsing had tried to seal Dracula and a bunch of monsters away with, but failed 100 years ago. And every 100 years you can do this ritual that'll seal the monsters, or the monsters can try to destroy it, which would like bring darkness upon the earth or something. So Dracula's trying to get the amulet. He recruits, or basically orders around the other monsters in the movie. Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and the creature from the Black Lagoon. And they all sort of, basically they're just as flunkies, and they're all trying to get the amulet. And then the kids find out about the amulet. They have their own little like horror club thing that they have after school, and they decide to make themselves the Monster Squad so that they can fight the monsters. And hijinks ensue, and it all comes to a head with a big climactic finish and battle at the very end with the kids versus the monsters. So that's basically the plot of the movie. It is a very enjoyable movie. Like I said, it's more of a comedy than a horror movie. It does an okay balance of horror and comedy, I guess. It's not scary at all, of course, but it is enjoyable. The take on the monsters, they are the classic, 1940s, 30s horror movie monsters, and they're pretty cool. The Wolfman, they do a nice bit of showing that the only way to kill a werewolf is by silver bullets. They do everything from shoot him to blow him up with a stick of dynamite, and he still just comes back together, and they have to take him out with a silver bullet. One of the characters in the movie is this slightly older kid in junior high who's hanging out with the Monster Squad, and he's the badass, and he pretty much kills a lot of stuff in the movie as far as the monsters go. The Mummy goes out really hilariously, and the creature from the Black Lagoon, he actually goes out like not like a chump like the Mummy does. He gets shot with a shotgun, but it doesn't take much to take him out. And Frankenstein's monster is more of a hero, I guess. He's not really evil, just kind of really stupid. But he helps out the kids in the end, and they eventually defeat Dracula. Which I need to get into Dracula. Dracula really makes the villains, at least for the movie. He is the mastermind, and he's by far the most evil of them all. There's one scene where he says he's going to go get a bite, and then he goes to a closet, and he has 3 women captured in there, and then he just goes in, and the door closes, and he's murdering them. And that's probably the most creepy scene in the entire movie. And yeah, it's just a good movie. I highly recommend it. I definitely give it a 5. Be warned though that it's a late 80s movie. There's some stuff in there that if you're really politically correct, you're probably not going to like, but it actually kind of adds to the charm of it. And another note is that for a kids movie, the body count's really quite high in this movie. Nothing really graphic, but the amount of cops that are killed by Dracula and all the other monsters is actually really surprisingly high. But anyway, I do recommend this movie and hope you watch it. Anyway, stay tuned next time when we'll review something else.